In where? In who? What is it? Where does it live? Nah, not here. Inside where? Inside who? Could never be me. I'm a child of God. Jesus is my protector. So I beg, move along. Oh God. Welcome to KenKenReviews. I'm Ken. Mr. I'm gonna watch it, so you don't have to. And this is the review for It Lives Inside. This video is brought to you by our sponsors, Fix It Rich, a handyman that helps. He specializes in wall mounting, flat packing, home repairs, and many more. And what you can see here are my collectibles, which he's going to create a wall of glory for. You'll be able to follow the journey of my wall being built, and you can have the same with a 20% discount code using KenKenReviews. Now back to the review.
Tamara, what's going on with you?
All the stories we heard growing up, they're all true.
It lives inside.
Don't you hear it?
What is the Pishash, Mom? The Pishash doesn't kill you right away. It feeds on you slowly. When it's ready.
Now I've seen this labeled an Indian horror all around the internet, but nah, for me, it's just a horror. Yes, it's based around an Indian family. Do you hear us say it's a white horror? Do you hear us say it's a black horror? It's just horror. So everyone cool off. An Indian American teenager struggling with her cultural identity has a falling out with her former best friend, and in the process, unwittingly unleashes a demonic entity that grows stronger by feeding on their loneliness. Megan Suri stars as Sam, and she carries us through this whole journey as the lonely teen struggling with both loneliness, socializing, and her cultural insecurities. It's a decent performance. Not a very convincing performance. I mean, she's cool and all, but something was missing. And with the type of character that she's supposed to be, I feel like this could have been really mind-blowing. I feel like it's a role where we could have got a lot more depth, more layers to it. Mohana Krishnan as Tamara, on the other hand, was slightly better. She captures that loneliness, that feel of being alone that we all really fear, but not me though. The production is a tricky one. So they went for this dark aesthetic to try and capture the whole aura of evil. And the darkness helped to emphasize the demon's eyes in certain scenes. The darkness was kind of a struggle in some scenes where you're trying to, engage and try and embrace the fear in the scene, but it made for some struggles in some viewing parts. I mean, I get it. We're dealing with an evil, so we're going for the dark. Yep, cool. It's a horror, but slightly lightened, we would have been able to engage more with the fear element. The film is based around Hindu culture, and I found it interesting. I learned about the Pischachas. God, watch over me and my family. The film features a lot of Hindu dialogue, which again, pros and cons. It drives the authenticity of the cultural displays, but there are scenes where they're saying specific chants in the Hindu language which weren't accompanied by subtitles. Now, if a demon's coming for me, what am I supposed to say? I don't know what they said. These demons don't speak English. If it had subtitles, at least I could have been like... The design of the demon was okay. Captured the creepiness. Yes, it was scary, but the lack of gore, film as a whole, does take away from the threat that we're supposedly dealing with. I just feel like with a demon that is so bang on fleshy, and I wish we got to see a lot more gore, but again, probably had something to do with the rating. The writing is there. The idea is there. The execution wasn't. Overall, unfortunately, it's not going to carry this year's Halloween flag. It will be in that haunted house, but it won't be championing the whole crib. The story is slow, solid cultural representation. The first sign of something actually crazy doesn't come until like the middle of the film. It's so far into the movie that at some points you forget you're actually watching a horror. I'll say it again, because the threat that we're dealing with here, this film needed to be an R rating. I felt like the team played it safe. They didn't take many risks to give us something fresh and mind-blowing. A very lackluster, unclear, and weak ending doesn't help the film. The film was even unsure whether it was giving us a cliffhanger or what. The ending just felt rushed. It'll make for a decent home watch, but for the big screen, nah, I think I'll give it a miss. I just don't think it was made for the big screen. Happy Halloween. Do you want to see a sequel? How many jump scares got you? Did you find it tedious at some points? Which other religious demons should grace our screens next? I think this is a market that can be explored. It lives inside. Stay inside. It's giveaway time, and this month we're giving away a Blu-ray copy of Transformers Rise of the Beast, courtesy of Substance Global. Being a chance to win, all you have to do is to like, comment, and subscribe with notifications on. You can enter as many times as you want. You've got to be in it to win it. Let's go.